'Tis the season to be nerdy, fa la 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 la. We're nerdazons. So this is our Christmas special.
Whee!
I can't believe we've done 2 now.
Yes, 2 years.
2 Christmas specials. We've done well.
We have done well.
So this episode is about the Grinch, the 2000 live action film with Jim Carrey, and the 2018 cartoon film that was done with Benedict Cumberbatch.
Yeah. Butternut French fries. Butternut crinkle fries.
Hopefully you've watched one or either of them. Yeah, I guess we'll get started.
All right, so we'll start with obviously the 2008 Grinch.
2000.
2000. I can't believe that was 2000.
Yeah. We were just talking about it.
On the outskirts of Whoville, there is a green revenge-seeking Grinch, Jim Carrey, who's plans on ruining Christmas for all the citizens of the town.
Yes. So, before we started this...
I had never seen this.
Yeah, neither of them.
I can relate to the Grinch a lot.
Yeah, I guess I loved it as a kid, and watching it as an adult, my eyes, it's like experiencing it for a whole second time. It's just you look at it differently when you're watching it as an adult.
I have been told I'm the Grinch at work all of the time and everything because I am not a Christmas person. And I was like, yeah, cool, I don't like Christmas and I don't really like people. And then as soon as I watched the Jim Carrey one, I'm like, yep, that's me, I can relate.
So much. Like, just change Christmas to adulting.
Yeah.
And then you're cranky about everything.
Yeah, I'm turning into a cranky old lady sometimes.
No, it was really, really good. I feel for a Dr. Seuss live action film, I think this is the only one that has worked.
Mm-hmm.
And they've done very well with like the set to make it look very much like Whoville from the books,
mm-hmm.
and like even the designs of the cars and the lampposts, like they just went into a lot of effort to mimic that, and I think they pulled it off.
They did a really good job. However, did you know that it's actually pronounced Dr. Seuss?
Yes, I get corrected all the time by my partner, but it's Dr. Seuss, so...
No, I know. I was just like, hey, I just found out that it's like, yeah, Dr. Seuss.
I know, but you just learn saying it one way.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It's so hard to change.
Yeah. But do you know what like blew my mind more than anything is that the little girl in it, Cindy Lou, who is Taylor Momsen, who is in Gossip Girl and now is in like a gothy band, and
Yeah.
I didn't realise because I'd never seen it before.
Oh, no, I knew that she moved on to that. You're just joining with the rest of us.
Huh. Like everything else, I'm behind all the times. And it's Molly Shannon is the mum, and I love Molly Shannon so much.
I do too. I think they had the right actors for the characters. Even Jeffrey Tambor.
The dad. The mayor.
Yes.
The dad from Transparent. Oh.
Yes, and they had Christine Baranski. I think they were, just as an actor, they chose well, and it brought the personalities of those characters out. Yeah. And they didn't even really have to do anything.
No, they were just amazing.
It was just right casting for those roles. A little thing, did you know that they wanted to get either Robin Williams or Jack Nicholson for the role of the Grinch? I don't think it would have worked if they had got them.
No, I think they could have worked.
I don't think it would have worked.
Yeah, but I just love how Jim Carrey does it over the top.
Oh, no, wait, I stand corrected. It was Eddie Murphy and Jack Nicholson.
Eddie Murphy, no.
I don't think they could have done... I think Jack Nicholson could have brought something to it, but I don't think he could have... I don't know. Like, he could have got the angry side, but I don't think he could have done the happy side.
Oh, I love the, like, one-liners, and...
I know.
It's just so good.
Also, this might make you understand why those two were original ideas. They originally wanted Tim Burton to do it because there was such success around The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't, because Ron Howard did a really great...
You mean Ron Howard from Breakfast Club?
Ron Howard did this.
Is it Breakfast Club? Yeah, that's his Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
No.
And
Wow.
I think he managed to stay true, well, as close as he can, movie magic wise, to the book. I mean, the other Dr. Seuss film, live action film, was Cat in the Hat, and that bombed. Do you know what it got in Rotten Tomatoes?
No.
Have a guess. I get to ask you now.
Oh, yes. I'm going to say 12%.
It got 9.
No.
Less than 10%. That was the Cat in the Hat film.
Because that was with
Mike Myers.
Mike Myers. Yeah, no. But I was never a massive Dr. Seuss fan growing up.
Yeah, I liked the books when I was a kid, but they didn't really bring much to the screen, though. That's the thing. Like, I think there was some cartoons, but I don't know.
I don't think Tim Burton could have done it. I think it would have just
I
turned
think he
too
could
gothic.
have. I don't know. Like, I think he could have done it. Like, he
Also,
he
Johnny
has
Depp would have been in it for somehow.
Not at that time. He wasn't really in his films at that time.
Oh.
He came sort of a little bit later, like after the Batman and Nightmare Before Christmas. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I don't know. Like, I think they have a unique way of looking at the world, like Dr. Seuss and Tim Burton, and I love that about them.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that they were able to capture that quirkiness. Mm-hmm. Like, even the hats that they wore at the jubilation, and they had the eggnog in it, and it looked like there was liquid in there, but obviously movie magic, they would have sealed it off.
No, I got confused. I was like, wait, is that in the second one or the first one? But no, it was in the first one, and I thought that was, it was... I had a little thought that maybe it was like those sippy cups where you tip it upside down in the water and it
like a
disappears.
second layer of plastic or something. Yeah, no, I just think they put a lot of effort and design into it. It is, to this day, still the second highest ranking Christmas film.
Really?
Home Alone is the first.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me.
That's a film that I'm like not so keen on watching.
I like those.
It's too overplayed.
I haven't seen it in years, but I don't watch regular TV, so...
Yeah, I don't really watch regular TV either.
No. But yeah, so this movie is just so good, and I was like walking out with belly laugh. It was funny.
So good. It was definitely, I think if you're studying English or anything, I think you could easily break this film down, relate it to life, adulting. It is 100% relatable. There are so many metaphors in this that I'm just like, oh my God, why didn't I use this in my HSC?
I'm not, where she's like, I'm not complaining, I'm venting.
That's the second one.
Oh.
I have some fun facts about this. I know I'm stealing your role this time.
I know.
Jim Carrey actually had to go through therapy, counselling with a Navy SEAL on torture resistance techniques because the makeup for the Grinch was that unbearable.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't think so. They said it was 92 days in total that he was in the Grinch makeup. And it took 2.5 hours in the morning to get it all done and 1 hour in the evening to take it off. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just shooketh right now.
Yeah, to have to go to those lengths to deal with it. The things you do.
He was actually, I'm not a huge Jim Carrey fan, but he was amazing in it because he just camped it up and went over the top with it. But
he brings the Grinch character to life in live action.
Yeah.
He was able to bring improv to the character whilst in the costume. So the costume's quite big, but you need to bring the attitude with it.
Yeah.
And he could do that. And then the voices, like, you could see it all in there. He was so good. I found him hilarious. I actually do find Jim Carrey hilarious. I know people don't like him, but I don't know. I grew up on his movies. I like him.
I didn't hate this movie for once. Like, I actually liked both of them a lot. And I'm not a Christmas person, and Christmas movies, I'm like, Die Hard's a Christmas movie.
Just to get you to watch these films took an effort. You kept getting up and walking away, and I'm like, trust me, watch them.
I know, and I was like, actually, I like them.
Yeah.
I will probably watch them again.
I have some more fun facts about this
please.
one. So it hasn't been since 1939's Wizard of Oz that so many characters in a film, including extras, wore so much heavy stage makeup.
Yeah.
So they went all out for this one.
No, he's portrayed it so well, and the little dog was so cute. Max and
Max is so cute. They did well with the trainer.
yeah, they really did.
It took more than 1,000 man-hours to apply makeup to the actors.
Wow.
Yep.
Because I thought that was just like a suit that I didn't expect. Like, obviously, you know that it's a suit, but I thought
Well,
it
you
was
got to
just a
think
suit
they
that you
went
jump
all
in.
out with the hair. Everyone had unique hairstyles, so just to do that, and then everyone had the Whoville nose and teeth, so they would have had the prosthetics there. So they definitely put a lot of effort in.
Yeah, they really did. Wow.
The lyrics to the song Fahu Forays were made to imitate classic Latin.
Huh.
Yeah. But they used the same lyrics in the second film, which
Yeah.
I pointed out to you because we watched that one first. Then we went back and watched The Grinch.
And I like that it's Anthony Hopkins narrating it.
Yes.
Yeah, I was
Yes.
like, oh, who's that? Oh, that's right, it's Anthony
He's got
Hopkins.
such a good voice.
He really does.
The actors who played Who's had to go to Who school.
Really?
Yeah. They were joined by a choreographer to learn how to move and be comfortable being a Who. You know, just another job on the day.
Wow. Just another day at
On
the
the
job.
job. I was waiting to see if you noticed. I stuffed that up.
Sure you were. But even like Cindy Lou Who was really good.
She was.
She
She
was
did well.
just really cute.
Although, like, the one thing that really bugged me with her character is right at the end, when the sleigh's starting to fall. Only then does she decide, oh, I'm going to say hello.
Oh yeah, no, that's I remember that bit now with this like yeah.
Like, surely you would realize out of climbing up that entire mountain, you're going to pick the sleigh that's on the top of the peak, nearly falling off, to go and climb up on. That was just the one thing that I thought was dumb.
Yeah, no, yeah, I agree.
A lot of the movie included a lot of Cirque du Soleil performers for the acrobatic stunts.
Man, I love Cirque du Soleil. I can't wait to see the new one coming to Sydney. But we'll talk about
What
that
one
later.
is that one?
Oh, Curious.
That's already out.
Yeah. I
It's
want
at
to
the
see it.
entertainment quarter.
Yeah. So I want to see it.
Okay,
That one looks amazing.
Okay, so let's go back to Jim Carrey as the Grinch. I think he was able to bring this character to life. I think Ron Howard had great vision when he wanted to create this. I think it was so fun and funny. Both adults and kids can watch this. It's just a great Christmas film, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think nobody else could, like what you were saying. Maybe Jack Nicholson, but I don't think anybody else could have done it as great as Jim Carrey.
Yeah. Like, he was made
Yeah.
for that role.
Yeah.
He really was. It was really good. Even the costumes were amazing. Just, I think that was great. How many reels would you give this?
I'm going to go 4.
I'm going to go 4.
Why? Why are you copying me?
Oh, it's because you went first this time.
I know. The tables
You
have
always
turned
copy
this month.
me.
No, I would give it 4 because I went in not knowing, like, I remember growing up and hearing people go, oh my God, the Grinch, and I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. Basically being the Grinch. Watching it, you get more jokes as an adult. It was just really quite fun. And I think also the company helped make it a fun movie as well.
Yeah, definitely don't watch it on your own. It's not going to be as amusing, I
No.
think. But I would give it a 4 because I think this movie still holds. Like, that was 19 years ago
It
that
still
that
holds
film
up.
came out. It's still one of the best Christmas films. I think it's a film you can watch again, and it's like, when you watch it as an adult, you're watching a whole new movie. Like, you're experiencing it differently. It's just great. Like, it's like you're getting 2 movies for one.
Yeah, no, I agree. I liked this a lot, and I'm ashamed to say that I really liked this movie a lot. And
Don't be ashamed. I mean, I'm ashamed to say that I'm going to give it so many reels because I have better Christmas films that I prefer to watch. And then I'm giving this mainstream film such a high rating.
Can I just say, off topic a little bit, one of my all-time favorite Christmas movies is Babes in Toyland. It's How I Met Keanu Reeves, and I made you watch the trailer, and you're like,
so weird.
It's so weird. It's so wonderful.
It's so terrible.
It's got like a really, really young, straight off E.T. Drew Barrymore.
Yes. It's like that awkward in-between stage before she got to say, like, Riding in Cars with Boys level. And obviously E.T., but then there was that middle where no one really knew what she was doing.
I haven't seen it in a really long time. I don't know if it holds up, but I remember that being every Christmas I would have to watch that movie.
Nice. Every Christmas I like to watch, obviously, Nightmare Before Christmas. I love Terry Pratchett's The Hogfather. It's a long movie, but I guarantee you it's great. It's such a great twist on Christmas, and I love that. And obviously Love Actually. I do like that one.
Yeah. Yeah. I started a tradition where every Christmas we'd go to the city and have dinner at like the casino or something, and then we'd go and watch a Star Wars movie.
Yeah, I was doing that, and then I was doing that with Lord of the Rings. That was Boxing Day traditions.
Yeah, that was Christmas Day because after 4 o'clock they played the Boxing Day movies. So we'd go and we'd watch Star Wars on Christmas Day and have the best time.
Okay, should we move on to the 2018 Grinch?
What do you think it got on Rotten Tomatoes? Even though you can see.
I don't know if I could see if it was right. Did that say 20%?
No, it said 50%.
Oh, okay. Really?
Yeah.
It should have got so much more.
It got 50%.
Considering I read another article saying that it's the second most watched Christmas movie.
It got 50%.
Wow. Interesting. I do know that a lot of Dr. Seuss films that were made to live action were shunned, but I think this one did very well.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, sorry, let's move on.
Okay, shall you tell everyone what this one's about?
Yes.
The story is a little different in this one.
Okay, so basically a grumpy Grinch plots to ruin Christmas for the village of Whoville.
Same sort of concept.
Same sort of thing, absolutely.
It's the same concept, but the backstory of the Grinch is different. Which, since we're there, let's talk about it.
I liked this one. I have to say, I like this one more than the...
Yeah, you kept saying that.
Yeah.
I knew.
Yeah, I like this one a lot more.
I still like the Jim Carrey film more, but back to his backstory. So in the first one, Jim Carrey, he grew up in Whoville, but they bullied him and then that's why he left. Whereas in this one, he was an orphan and he was always on his own and then he just eventually...
became a recluse.
Yes, yeah. And it was more so because there was no one. So he didn't really have any of those Christmas traditions. He didn't experience any of it. Whereas in Jim Carrey's life, he did experience some of that as a kid.
And that's what I forgot to mention in the first part, is that I thought it was interesting that Jim Carrey's The Grinch had a love interest. And that they
loved it.
Yeah, and that they ended up together in the end. And this one, there was no... That's probably why I liked it more, because there wasn't love. There wasn't, typical everybody ends up together happy ending.
Yeah, but I didn't get that from The Grinch, the Jim Carrey one. Sure, he had a love interest, but it was more of he became accepted by the community. And Christine Baranski wasn't afraid of letting anyone else know that she always had that interest in him. So the
moral of the story is
do what you want, not what other people tell you to do.
Yeah, but this one, oh my goodness. Okay. So Max was like the cutest puppy, and
his
Fred,
little wagtail. They did so well with the animals in this film. In the cartoons, like they really focused on. There was so many fat animals. I even have here in my notes the dog on the ice at the beginning when it pans across Whoville, and it's just this fat, tubby little dog trying to run off the ice, but he keeps slipping, and just little things like that you pay to, they just did really well.
And the way that the dog makes coffee of the morning is just really cute as well.
I know, and he puts his little hat, his helmet on to take it up.
And I loved Fred the reindeer.
Oh, he was so good. He was so fat. And when they both jump on the bed.
I know, that's so cute, so they're all cold and he's the Grinch is in bed and he's like, fine, you guys can come into bed just one night. And the puppy's like, okay, I'm going to snuggle you. And then this giant reindeer just jumps right on top of him.
He is. When he sees the whole field of reindeer and there are all these slender, beautiful looking reindeer and the only one that's left is the big tubby one in the back. Oh, it's so cute.
And then I just love that bit where they're trying to call for the reindeer and he's like, boo boo, and then
the screaming goat
and the goat's ah,
because he told the goat to leave and then it's payback, I'm gonna tell the reindeer to leave by screaming. It was the animal comedy that they did in this really helped the film, I think. I did find I got a little, like, Cindy Lou's story was so cute, and I love that they went to the whole single mum, like, they made it more modern. It was a single mum, and her wish was she wanted her mum to have a break, you know, and she had her own plan on how she was going to make it work, and I liked seeing how you had Cindy Lou and the Grinch both working on their plans at the same time, whereas in the other one, she just wants the Grinch to be a part of Whoville.
Yeah. And it took me a while to realise that Rashida Jones is the mum.
The mum. Yeah, it took me a bit too.
And Pharrell Williams does the narration.
The narration, yeah.
The music was better, I think, as well.
Yeah.
Oh.
Debatable. Like, okay, I have to say back to the first one. No, it was this one. Yes, okay, I do agree. Yeah, I like the score. The soundtrack, it's not a soundtrack that I'd go out and listen to again. But the score was so good. I'm sitting there and I'm like, geez, that sounds like Danny Elfman, Ice Dance, and Edward Scissorhands. And then I checked it out. I was so proud of myself. I was right.
Danny Elfman
did the score in this one, so it was a good score.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I love the emotional eating. I should have enough food here to last me till January. How much emotional eating have I been doing?
And then he just has a big bowl of pasta.
And then he shoves his face in the massive cake.
Hashtag relate.
Yes. I love when he puts the snow, like when he goes to put the carrot in the snowman and he knocks the head off. But then he gives him the carrot back and the kid's like, you're mean. And then you just see this snowball come out of nowhere and whack the kid in the face. I laughed so hard. I find
kids getting hit in the face really funny.
I just love when people get hit in the face or like even just like slapped on the side of the head or something. I just find it hilarious.
Do you know what bit I liked? When this little old lady's struggling to get jam and she's like, trying to reach.
And he's like, no, I don't want it. I'm going to put it back up on the top of the
and
shelf.
And then he just like grabs it. She's like, are you going to use that? He's like, no, he puts it back on the shelf and then he just taps it and it falls on the ground.
That whole shopping scene was so good. Like when he was eating the pickle and spat it back in, did the lid up and put it in the woman's like, oh, it was golden. Just side note, anyone who knows me that knows that I've watched, and I'm relating more to my twin here, Kung Fu Hustle, he can vouch how much I love watching someone get hit in the side of the face. There's this scene where there's a guy who's standing in the way of some other woman and she just comes up and slaps him in the side of the head to get him out of the way. Just watch Kung Fu Hustle. You'll understand. Your life will be amazing.
Okay. I'll have to watch that later.
I just love it. I laughed so hard when that snowball went in the kid's face. Also, back to snowballs. At the start, there was a really cool machine that was going and scooping up snow. Like it was like that was the wheels. And then as it went through, it left massive balls, like towers of snowballs. And the kids would just run in and grab them.
I know. How fun does that sound?
That would be so cool.
I would love to experience a white Christmas. So then I would too. Love to have a snowball fight with you because...
we have to have water balloon fights because it's so hot.
I know.
And now it's like, I don't even want to do that. I want to sit in air conditioning.
And also water restrictions.
Yes.
So you can't have water bombs.
Can't do that. Oh, I want a white Christmas.
Oh, that'd be amazing to have a white Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, imagine...
Any listeners out there that want us to come visit.
Yeah.
And let us experience this.
Yeah. But, like, it's so weird to have, like, people... On Boxing Day here, they always go down to the beach and, like, the radio and the TV. Yeah. And you just see thousands of people at the beach just, it's so hot. And then you'll go to, like, New York or whatever and it's freezing cold. Like,
and everyone's indoors.
I'm just like, I want that.
I want that. I travel for winter. I hate summer. I'm in the wrong country.
I travel in summer to get out of winter. What?
You travel for summer.
I travel for summer. I get out of winters here, yes.
I feel like I get shunned whenever I tell everyone I hate summer here.
No. One of my friends at work, she just got married last year she got married in November. She's like, I don't know where I want to go for my honeymoon. She goes, the only place I can find that's overseas and still is summer is Dubai. She went to Dubai for her honeymoon because she loves summer so much.
Wow.
Where that's it was dedication. 43 degrees.
Oh, no.
And she
I want
loved
it to be winter already. Let's
No.
skip Christmas and go straight to winter.
No, I hate winter. I have no energy in winter. But why are we like having a huge D&M
I know.
about weather? Sorry.
Let's get back to this film. So as we had already mentioned, I'm not complaining, I'm venting. There is a difference. Hashtag relatable. So relatable.
I want that
I'm
on
going
a
to
shirt.
use that next time. It's just, it's so true.
Yeah.
Whenever someone tells me to stop complaining, I'm going to be like, I am not complaining.
I'm venting.
I'm venting.
There's a difference.
As I mentioned before, I really like the mum's story in this one.
Yes.
I like that it showed her, you know, she was working nights. She was a nurse. She had to take care of those 2 terribly misbehaved twins and a beautiful daughter that was well behaved.
Yeah.
But I like that they focused it around her and that she just needs help. And he's there to help her at the end. He helps her set the table up and everything.
I know.
Which
and
is
I
really
thought that
nice.
I thought that was really sweet when she's knocking on the door and she's like, can you come for dinner? He's like, no. She's like, okay, be there by 6. He's like, oh, okay.
Are you sure you want me to come?
No, that just reminded me of the first one. The first one when he's like, I don't know if I should go. I've got nothing to wear. And then he finds something to wear. He's like, I'm still not going.
Yeah, that's it. Again, hashtag relatable. I like when he gives Max his little chew toy at the end. It's so cute. I feel like with this one, you get more emotion from him at the end. Mm-hmm. Like, he becomes very happy very quickly. Whereas in The Grinch, he's happy. And you know he's happy and jolly and he's sorry for what he did. But he's still got some of his old ways, which I like that. Because you can't just cold turkey straight over to a happy person.
No, I get it.
Yeah, so I think he became much more acceptable of Christmas.
Yeah, and
Quicker than the other Grinch.
yeah, I agree.
But it worked for the film, I feel.
This one kind of also had a bit of a, what's that movie? Let It Go, Let It Go.
Frozen.
Yeah, that's it. It has like a bit of a Frozen feel with the animals.
Yeah, I can see that.
And I was like, oh, this is like a way better version of Frozen.
Yep.
Yeah, because I'm not a fan of those movies either. But that's also because I don't have children.
Also, like, I think with this film, you really had to pay attention to little things to make it super enjoyable. Like the green hair dye. And he's like, it's okay, I got chocolate dream for his best friend, as he says.
Oh, yeah.
And he sees the green hair dye because he's got to dye his hair because he's getting older. Love it.
It's so cute.
And she was so cute in the ski jackets with
Oh,
her little legs.
Oh,
when
but
she fell
down
over.
and she couldn't get up. And then Mum's like, where are you going? She's like, I'm going to the North Pole. All right.
I'll see you in a month. So casual.
Oh my goodness! Okay, I've got something to tell you. So when we were little, my brother went to run away from home.
Yeah.
And he packed his backpack and his storming out the door. And Mum's like, "Where are you going?" He's like, "I'm running away." And she's like, "Okay." And then he turned around and went, "Well, aren't you going to take me?"
I'm waiting, Mum.
Like, Mum's like, "Okay." You can go to your room.
Do you know, one of my older brothers, so I wasn't even a concept at this point in my life, he ran away and he hid under my mum's car, and he was a few hours and she didn't know where he'd gone, so she's like, I better go and check and find where he went, because it was the 80s. You would go and play in the creek, so she obviously thought he must have gone and played and he'll come back. So she went and drove away, but as she pulled out of the driveway, he popped up and he's like, oh my God, she ran over me. It's like, that's what you get for hiding under the... That's as far as you got to run away, is to hide under the car.
Wow. Well, and this is actually quite funny as well. My mum was saying that when she was little, her brother was a bit of a trickster and stuff, and that he decided to skip school. So he went up to his tree house. And he was sitting there and he's like, it sounds like about morning tea time. I'm going to eat my morning tea. He ate his morning tea and he's like, yeah, it's probably about lunchtime. I'm going to eat my lunch now. And then he's like, it's probably home time. I might head home.
Was it like 9:30 in the morning? Oh my God.
So he goes, then he's like, Mom, I'm home. She's like, what are you doing? It's like 10 o'clock in the morning. He's like, oh, so he had to get sent back to school with no lunch or anything because he ate it all.
That's terrible. But back to the movie. This is one very big point I have to say about this film that I loved. I loved how he said no one has ever seen him. about Santa Claus. So no one's ever seen him. How do you know?
Yeah.
It's such a great way to plant that seed into the kid's mind to be like, oh my God, is he real? He can't be real.
That's
no one's
so
seen him.
mean.
It's mean, but it's a way of going about it without actually having to say he's not real.
No, I know, but that's mean putting that little seed in the kid's head. And I think he was more awful than Jim Carrey's.
No, I think Jim Carrey's was more awful when he went into Whoville. Like, he broke the bike. Remember, he had the wrench and then he gave the hacksaw to the
hacksaw
kids.
to the kids. I thought that was the other one. I thought that.
No, you're getting them mixed now. This is terrible reviewing.
That's so funny that he was like, "Here, run away with it. Run with sharp.
Make sure you run.
Make sure you run." Yeah.
Yeah. No, I thought he was much more terrible when he went in to town.
Yeah, I think Benedict's Grinch was more passive aggressive with the fact that he was like with the pickles and just little things.
Little things. How many reels do you give this?
4.5.
Wow, it's very high okay.
Because I already said I liked it better than the Jim Carrey's one.
Yes, I understand. I'd give it like 3.5 to 4.
You've got to choose one.
No, I don't. We've done this in other films. Okay, geez, drill sergeant. No, I don't feel it's quite a 4, but I don't feel it's quite a 3.5. Maybe like a 3.7.
Is it still a pass?
It's a pass. It is a pass. You should be happy. Shall we move on to...
What do you reckon it got on Rotten Tomatoes?
Rotten Tomatoes. 62.
59.
Oh, wow.
It only just passed Jim Carrey.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, interesting, right?
Pretty interesting. Shall we move on to
Nerdazon's
Nerdy Notables?
Cool. I don't really have much happening. We went to see a metal gig together last night.
Yes, we did.
We went
to Factory Theatre
to see Mendoza. Mendoza's, clearly we're fans of their album, and because my friend's husband is a supporting gig, which they're called I Am Your Ghost. They were pretty good. It was like one of their first gigs that they'd done as a group.
Yeah, like they honestly sounded like they've played for quite some time.
Yeah.
They did really well.
They did, yeah. But if you're not into metal, then
don't listen.
No, but they were pretty epic.
If you are into metal, we would recommend you listen. I don't really have much either. It's coming to the end of the year now. Get a little bit of a break at Christmas. Finish my studies, hopefully. That's what I'll be doing over Christmas.
I can't wait to watch the new Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's the one that you want.
No. Oh, no. Yes, that one. Yes, that one.
Excuse me.
The Mandalorian. I thought you were talking about the new...
No, Mandalorian.
Yeah. That one I'm super keen. No, it's the continuation of the new saga that I'm not super keen on.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like after The Last Jedi,
The Last Jedi was a little bit disappointing, I must admit.
It was, and I don't like where they went with the story. And it's really hard to come back to it. I mean, I'm going to see it, obviously. Still going to see it.
Yeah.
But I'm not as keen for this one. The Mandalorian, yes, I'm super keen for. We've also got Little Women coming out in December.
I know. I'm so excited for that.
So everyone must make sure they watch that for our first episode of season 3.
Season 3, can you believe that?
I know.
So, yeah, January, we're doing Little Women, the 1996...
I'm not sure what year that one was.
With the power of editing. Sorry, 1994. We're doing the that version with Winona Ryder and Kirsten Dunst.
I remember seeing that as a kid, and there's only one scene I remember from that.
I didn't realize Claire Danes is in there.
Yeah, it's got like everyone.
I have not seen this movie in a really long time.
Was that Gabriel Byrne?
Yeah.
Oh, I love him.
So I have not seen this movie.
Same. I only remember
one
one scene, and that's when Winona Ryder, she cuts her hair and sells it. That's it. That's all I remember.
And Christian Bale.
Yeah.
And then, sorry, we're distracted by that. And then we're also doing the 2019.
So definitely make sure you go and see that.
Saoirse Ronan, Emma Watson, Timothée Chalamet. Obviously Bob Odenkirk's in it. Meryl Streep.
I love Meryl Streep. She's like my favorite actress.
I really want to watch Laundromat.
Actually. I have a few.
Yeah, I really want to watch Laundromat, which
I
might
do
watch.
want to see that. But you were telling me yesterday it didn't get as
Oh, people are like poo-pooing it.
interesting.
But don't yuck somebody else's yum.
Yeah, that's right. No judgment. And then to help a lot of you, if you're not fast readers or if you don't have time, start reading the Call Me By Your Name.
Yes.
Or listen to it like I will be on Audible. Or wherever you can listen to books.
Yep.
And give yourself some time, because that will be our February episode. I think when it comes to books, we like to give you a bit of a head start, because we do understand that, you know, life can get in the way and it can be quite difficult, which is why I listen to Audible. That will be our February episode, the book against the movie. So I might as well just listen to Steph rant in that one. I'm probably not going to get a word in.
And a special guest.
Yeah. Yes, we have a special guest for that episode. So yeah, so that's pretty much how we're going to do it for the first two episodes of next year.
Yep. I one request that I want to do next year is Dune.
I thought it comes out. Oh yeah,
It comes out in
So you said 2021.
2020.
Oh right.
I do want to do Dune, and I also really wanted. What's that movie that you said that you were really disappointed that I'd never seen it? Blade Runner.
Oh my god, yes.
We're going to do Blade Runner one episode.
Definitely doing that. So next year, actually, we like to improve as the years go on. We're going to change it up just a little bit. We are still comparing, but we're also going to do delayed sequels. So say a movie comes out really great and then they bring a sequel out 10, 15, 20 years later, just comparing how it holds up with the story and with the time gap in between. So we're just going to look into a little bit more.
I'm really disappointed on this topic that they are doing Hocus Pocus. They're remaking Hocus Pocus.
I can't, no. Mm-mm. They can't.
No, I know, but like they are doing, and if they do Princess Bride, I will.
I think the internet blew up the day they mentioned that they were thinking about it.
Nobody can. That movie is not.
They cannot redo it. They cannot. No. I 100% agree, and so did the rest of the world.
Yeah, no.
And I hope they're smart and listen. I mean, they don't. They took so long to listen for the freaking Obi-Wan film. But they obviously don't listen to the fans.
No, even though we're the ones who pay for it by buying tickets, buying merchandise. Listen to us. We know what we're talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Anyway, sorry. I'm not ranting.
I'm not complaining. I'm venting.
I'm venting.
Okay, everyone. We hope you have a happy and safe holiday. Yes. You can listen to our podcast on Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio.
And wherever you listen to your podcasts.
Yep.
And send us an email at nerdazons@outlook.com.
Or follow us on Facebook and Instagram.
Have a lovely holidays.
See ya.